Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Resources, Water and Northern Australia. Will the Minister update the House on the resilience of the Australian resource sector in light of the current COVID-19 pandemic, and will the Minister outline what this government is doing to ensure the sector helps power Australia into economic recovery?
The Minister for Resources, Water and Northern Australia.
Well, thank you for the call, Mr Speaker, and can I thank the honourable member for their question. And the people of the Mallee pulled the right rein when they elected the member in 2019. She is wearing the track and the carpet to my office, fighting for mineral sands and resources in her sector, and clearly understands that agriculture and resources can cohabit. They can be effective. It has been a fantastic effort by the member for Mallee. Now, Mr Speaker, I want to be very clear on this, very clear. For all of those individuals who are out there working in the resources sector, the Morrison-McCormack government is absolutely committed to the success of our resources sector, and we will do what is needed to ensure they continue that success. Now, they are delivering for our economy, Mr Speaker. As I'm sure you know, it is one of the few areas of our economy that continues to have a green light. Now, that did not happen by accident. So I do want to point out that my opposites, the shadow ministers, did reach across the aisle. We have worked closely where it was necessary, and also to my state counterparts. Quite simply, they have put aside the red team and the blue team. As the Prime Minister has said, we are all in the green and gold tracksuit, Mr Speaker. We are all in the green and gold tracksuit. So the work continues. The resources sector, Mr Speaker, quite simply have been magnificent in their response. They have been magnificent. To the workers out there in their high-vis and their steel-cap boots, whether it's the unions or their organisers or the representatives, whether it is the company or the industry bodies, they have been magnificent. They have done what is necessary. They have improvised. They have adapted. They have overcome. And they will continue to work for this country. They will continue to be employed. They will continue to export those great products right around the world. Now, Mr Speaker, I should note people like BHP, the big Australian. They should be absolutely applauded for their efforts. They've employed hundreds of additional Australians, and they will in essential roles over the next 6 months. In fact, Arrow Energy, for example, have announced that they will develop their Surat gas project during the pandemic. Now, that is an indication of confidence. That is an indication of confidence, and long may it continue. Now, as I said, the member's interest is in the mineral sands industry in her electorate. It is part of Australia's critical minerals agenda. And I continue business as usual, working with our counterparts right around the world. In fact, teleconferences with my opposite number in Japan, with my opposite number in the US, and particularly focused on critical minerals because it will be a strategic supply chain into the future. Now, we must continue our work around reducing red and green tape for our sectors to be successful. But once again, Mr Speaker, I want to place on record the Parliament's thanks, my thanks, the people's thanks for the work that the resources workers have done. They have moved. They have spent longer away from their families. They have done what is necessary because, quite simply, they had to. They should be proud of themselves and what they've done, and long may it continue.